So letter D is the major division of industrial security. So in providing and security protection to industrial establishment, security and productive measures are focused on the following major divisions. So physical security concept. Physical security, as earlier discussed, is the broadest branch of security, which is actually a system of barrier placed in between potential intruders and matters protected. It is concerned with the physical measures adopted to prevent unauthorized access to equipment, facilities, materials, and documents, and to safeguard them against espionage, sabotage, and damage to theft. So, in every establishment, physical measures are needed to deny unauthorized access or intrusion because of the following. So, number one is to enemy agent must access acquisition. Information is the ultimate result in the means to the form which information is obtained. So, number two is there is no impenetrable barrier. For unfriendly government organization, they are willing to devote enough time, money, personal materials, and imagination passing through barriers to physical security attempt to build defense by using certain barriers. Number three is surreptitious versus non-surreptitious entry. The possibility of surreptitious entry is the greatest hazard from all standpoint. Counterintelligence security because it is usually difficult to determine the information has been compromised. Number four is each installation is different. Since establishment is different, each will have different problems to overcome. The security procedure will not be adequate for all installation. So barriers defined. So each installation is different. So every room, every establishment, every floor is maybe they have different installation of security system. So they aren't the same. So to those who are potentially intruders, so if they're in the same room, if they pass on the same room, then the second room maybe it's difficult to open. So barriers barriers defined. So barriers refers to any physical structures, whether natural or man-made, capable of restricting, deterring, delaying, or preventing illegal unauthorized access installation. So letter C is there are two general types of security, physical security barrier. Number one is natural barrier. These are offered by nature, could not obstruct or delay the passage of way of potential intruders. These are also refers to natural structure as deterrence or obstruction to intruders such as high cliffs, canyon, desert, or of bodies of water. So number two is man-made barrier. These are structural construction like fences, wall gates, grills, bar floors, roadblocks, or any physical means to deter or impede penetration. And D is specific physical security barrier. So number one is natural barrier. Number two is structural barrier. Number three is human barrier. So if they have civil war, if you see that people are lined up, just like what happened to Marawi, they made a human barrier there. And number four is animal barrier. So same as human barrier, they use animals instead, or human animal barrier, or maybe they it's like dogs attack dogs, parrot. So an energy barrier. And letter E is level of physical security. So number one is minimum security, a system designed external activities such as impede intrusion to impede unauthorization to armed attack. So number two is low level of security. This is a system designed to impede and detect some unauthorized external activities such as small retail store. So number three is medium security. It is designed to impede and detect and access most external activity and some unauthorized internal activity that range from simple shoplifting to conspiracy to commit sabotage. This includes the use of advanced intrusion, alarm. B is establishment of perimeter and perimeter barriers. Letter C is use of unarmed guards. And number four is high-level security, designed to impede, detect, and assess most unauthorized external and internal activities of certain prison defense. So contractors, pharmaceutical companies, and sophisticated electronics manufacturers. This includes the utilization of the following: closed circuit television or CCTV. So B is perimeter alarm barrier. Letter C is high. So letter A is closed circuit television. B is perimeter alarm barrier. C is highlighting. Excuse me. D is highly trained armed guards. And E is control design. F is coordination with local law enforcement agencies. 5 is maximum securities application of the following. So letter A is sophisticated alarm system. So B is on-site response forced barrier, and so those are the coordination of the local enforcement agencies. So letter A, concept of perimeter barrier. Perimeter barrier is a medium of structure which is defined as the physical limits of an installation or area or restrict or impede access. It's like maybe a wall or fence. So therefore, it is any physical barrier used to supplement the protection of an inside or outside perimeter. So utilization of security. So security managers and security personnel also considers various lines of defense that could help delay or stop intruder. These are the first line includes all perimeter. So 2 is second line includes the building exterior, and third is line includes to internal control measures. So the first, second, and third, so from gate to your doorstep, first is the gate, second is your doorstep, and 3 is your room. That is example. So C, perimeter barrier openings. In determining the appropriate perimeter barrier, security managers should not overlook the necessity of monitoring perimeter opening that could be used by intruders. These openings are: number 1, gates and doors should also have guards or lock as much as possible. Number 2 is window.